Who gon' get down? We are. This that Strawhat Sitdown. We are. Who the crew with the fleet? We are. Who gon' piece that one piece? We are. Who gon' get down? We are. This that Strawhat Sitdown. We are. Who the crew with the fleet? We are. Who gon' piece that one piece? We are. Strawhat Sitdown crew in the building. We Corona to these other podcasts. We gon' put these people in their feelings when they hear this, and they know that they can't top this. We spit facts and we poppin' every time an episode is dropping. We see D3 in the corner, Mister, that's a real G with the green screen in the background. Got him looking like he in a real scene. We got Big Mod in the cut, always ready with rebuttals, but he bring the knowledge when we in the huddle, so you know the crew is never gonna fumble. And it's YHuss, last but not least. If you ask me, then Cali, mad the captain, make him rally around me. Every Sunday we gon' run deep, and we can't stop until we find out about that one piece. Who gon' get down? We are. This that Strawhat Sitdown. We are. Who the crew with the fleet? We are. Who gon' piece that one piece? We are. Who gon' get down? We are. This that Strawhat Sitdown. We are. Who the crew with the fleet? We are. Who gon' piece that one piece? We are. What is going on, guys? It is your boy Cali Mac on the track, never whack, bring it back, and we are back with Strawhat Sitdown episode 34. Yeah, there we go. I'm getting now. I am here with the Strat crew as of usual. We got that boy D3 in the building. What is going on, my brother?
What's good, y'all? What's good, y'all? We out here.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That boy Mr. T in the building. What's up, man?
Super! Let's get it.
Hey.
Let's get it.
Got that boy Mod in the building. What's going on, man?
Hey, what's good, y'all? Cross skill / Saints are stronger gang. Let's go.
Wait,
let's
what?
go.
Oh my god.
Always starting, bro.
Yo, we didn't even finish the intros, bro.
Yo, Mod be doing that lately, yo. Mod be doing that lately.
I gotta trigger people early.
I respect the hater energy. I respect it. Last but not least, of course, we got that boy YHuss in the
What's good, yo? You know what I gotta do? I gotta change my Discord name. If I just make it Huss, bro, I'm like second, bro. Let's go. I gotta do that.
You already last but not least, bro.
Nah, I gotta be like second and not least. You know what I'm saying?
I respect that. We gotta switch it up sometimes.
I'm lit. I'm ready for this episode.
Yes, sir. We got a new chapter to go over. A lot of cool revelations. We got some new information, some new light, some situations that played out while our favorite Straw Hats were in Wano. So let's just dig into it. We're gonna kick it over to Mister. He's gonna do the summary as usual, and then we'll break it down for y'all. So whenever you're ready, Mister.
All right, let's get it, y'all. So, One Piece chapter 1058, New Emperors. The first scene of the final saga of One Piece, Nami chastising a caged Luffy for almost getting them all killed trying to compete with Kid and Lost ships going down the waterfall of Wano. As the crew laughs, Robin receives the newspaper announcing that there are new bounties. The updated bounties for Emperor Strawhat Luffy and his 9 commanders are as follows. Doctor Cotton Candy Lover Chopper, Pet, 1,000 berries. Navigator Cat Burglar Nami, 360 million berries. Musician Soul King Brook, 383 million berries. Shipwright Cyborg Frankie, 394 million berries. Sniper God Usopp, 500 million berries. Archaeologist Devil Child Nico Robin, 930 million berries. Cook Blackleg Sanji, 1,032 million berries. Helmsman Knight of the Sea Jinbei, 1,100 million berries. Swordmaster Pirate Hunter Zoro, 1,101,001 berries. Fleet Captain Emperor Straw Hat Luffy, 3 billion berries. We leave the Straw Hats and move to Empty Bluffs Island, base of the Cross Guild. Buggy is being tortured and interrogated by Mihawk and Crocodile, who are trying to figure out how in the world the government put Buggy as the leader of their organization. Buggy is begging for his life as his executives are discussing their plans since their captain's a goner. Mihawk thinks back to Crocodile calling him as the Marines swarmed Gloom Island. Crocodile proposing a team-up since they would highly benefit Mihawk as he lost his warlord status. He reveals Mihawk used to be known as the Marine Hunter. Buggy flashes back to when Crocodile first pulled up and was looking for the money he lent Buggy. who didn't have it ready for him at the time. Crocodile continues to press him about the flyer for the organization, and Buggy remembers that his underlings were the ones that put him front and center. The scene shifts to the Marines as they are deliberating over the formation of the Cross Guild. They decide on the bounties for this new Yonko crew. Sir Crocodile, 1,965,000,000 berries. Hawkeye Mihawk, 3,590,000,000 berries. Buggy the Clown, 3,189,000,000 berries. The members of the Cross Guild celebrate their new executives as Mihawk and Crocodile realize there's probably some good in having Buggy take the heat. The scene moves to Kamabaka Queendom as the revolutionaries celebrate their victory, as well as knowing that Sabo is safe. Dragon is glad Sabo is okay, but says that if he did murder King Cobra, he won't forgive Sabo, no matter what the reason he might have had. He walks up to the rescued Kuma and asks him to tell him exactly what he saw. Kuma can only respond with, "I am yours to command, master," as tears well up in Koala's eyes. Right then and there, a phone call comes in, and we see the Marines are tapping the revolutionaries' line. Koala picks up, and the voice from the other line is Sabo saying, "It's me, Sabo." And we have a break next week.
Damn.
So.
I got something to start. Y'all already know what I'm gonna say.
Yeah. Go ahead, bro. Take the home.
I hate this nigga Oda, bro. I'm so sick. I'm so sick of him disrespecting Chopper, bro. I can't do it, bro. I'm about to boycott One Piece. I'm lying, but
Yo, the instant switch up was insane. Didn't last half a second. The immediate I'm lying was crazy.
Look, I'm just tired of disrespect. That's all. I'm just tired of.
I mean, you gotta hold that. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Yeah,
that's the mascot.
I mean,
the way it is,
I think honestly, I think that Oda is going to keep up because certain gags are in the are within the crew dynamics whenever they see their new bounties and stuff. I think Oda will keep the charade going with the gags, including Chopper's like pathetic bounty, at least until the very final end of One Piece, where everyone gets their final bounties and stuff. And that's the time when we'll probably get bounties where everyone is mostly satisfied or with their numbers. I think then we'll get a Chopper, adequate Chopper bounty. I will hope so.
Hopefully, yeah.
So I'm trying to get hold every new arc, bro.
You got 1,000 berries. That's actually so
1,000
disrespectful.
berries. I'm saying, bro. He boxed up Queen, saved like 300 people from the ice only virus, and it's like, yeah, here's $100. Let's call it a day.
Yeah.
Actually, I want to know D3. What D3? If you can make it, if you can change his bounty to, what would you put it?
If I'm at the very least 1 million, but if I'm being realistic, probably like 100 million. Because even then, like they're not gonna take him super seriously, but he's still stronger than like an average pirate.
He's stronger than the average ranger.
And also his monster point too.
Exactly. Like he can be in that shit for 30 minutes now, and he got licks in on Queen, so like he's obviously got some strength to him. I'm not gonna act like he's not in the Weakling trio for a reason, but
Yeah.
my niggas.
Yeah, no, like less than Nami is fine too.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
I was thinking like maybe like 300 mil. Like at least at this point, yeah. But
honestly, yeah, I'm cool with that too.
Yo,
speaking of Nami, Conqueror's Hockey.
Yeah.
Shut up, bro.
Shut up.
The thing is, I wouldn't like, I feel like at the end, like the whole crew at one point might like have like a little bit of Conqueror's Hockey, just like being with Luffy and everyone.
Nah, that's
like kind of type of intimidation
so
type of thing.
Bro,
I'm talking like an intimidation type of thing. Like, you know, when you see the crew and like everyone got that fierce look on that shit, like that, like I don't know. I feel like this possible.
They can have that without Conqueror's Hockey.
Yeah, definitely.
True.
But do you think it's Zeus making the lightning then?
What's up?
Do you think Zeus is making the lightning then? Because I mean, that's also possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, she feeds.
But it was Black Lightning though.
I don't know.
It's not. Oda's fucking around, bro. It's not that
Are we talking about the Conqueror's Hockey?
Yeah, when she's like yells at Jinbei, it's like,
No,
bro, come on, we're not really talking about that.
That's
bro.
100% a gag. It's
that
We're
is
not really
definitely a
talking about
gag.
that, bro.
I mean, and then on top of that, you know, she beating up Luffy, but she don't have Haki herself. That's always been the gag.
Yeah,
you know?
that's always. I think Oda actually addressed that in the SBS before. He was like, "It's the power of love that allows her to hit Luffy, harm Luffy,"
right.
or something like
So,
that.
yeah,
Look, we got BlackHawk in the other chat. I think he wants to join.
BlackHawk?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Oh, put him on.
Oh, damn.
It's been a while. It's an
Yo,
OG right there.
Oh, it's my dragon.
I can't do it.
Yo, BlackHawk?
Yo, BlackHawk.
BlackHawk?
All right. Well, I'm gonna move him back. If he wants to join, he can just let us
Message.
know. Yeah, let us know so we're not just in
Yeah.
here.
Well, I did think it was funny how like Jinbei, serious face with Big Mom. You know what I mean? Like no one scares me. Yo, but he's fucking frightened from Nami though. Like,
I love that.
That shit's fucking funny, bro.
we love to see it. Absolutely.
Yeah, I think this is what people were missing, right? The gags, the chilling, they're just having a good time. Like this is what we want to see of this time in
Right,
the story.
it's definitely been a long time since the entire crew was together on the ship. When was the last time they're all together on the ship? The last time was probably Dressrosa, right?
Dressrosa,
Going to
Dressrosa.
Dressrosa, right? Exactly.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty
Yeah.
crazy to think about.
Yeah.
It's definitely nice to see the
What-
hijinks and stuff again.
So does anyone have feelings about because I know that was one of the big things, Jinbei having a higher bounty.
Wait,
than
before
Sanji.
we even go into this is gonna be a whole other because D3 has a lot to talk about. But do we think of any other like standouts? Like Robin getting 930 was crazy. That was dope.
Bro,
I was
cool.
so happy. I
Yeah,
was like,
yeah,
let's
me too.
go. I was like, let's go. Finally. They put respect on Robin's name. She's
Yes, they
out
did.
here.
Should have been had a huge bounty.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
It makes sense to
but
me. She's
that-
like,
go ahead. I'm sorry.
oh, go ahead. I was saying she's like the only person alive that can really read poneglyphs now. So
Right.
like, it makes sense of how strong she is.
Right.
Yeah, I don't even know what these other niggas' plans are to like other than to kidnap her, bro. Like what are they gonna do without someone like that, bro?
No, I still think, and now you guys may think differently, but I think personally that the reason why that she got such a high bounty, not to say that the fact that she could re-roll poneglyphs isn't a big deal, because it absolutely is, but her power I felt like was always slept on, and the fact is that like she had a smaller bounty than the dude that was like so fast that he was ravaging all of Dressrosa when he fell asleep, and that's Cavendish. He was like, he had like a 220 bounty, and Robin was able to easily catch him, and she said, your speed and power doesn't mean anything to me. Like, I'm like, yo, now obviously if someone is that fast and strong, they can get Robin, but like, I'm like, if you're not at her league or whatever, your outstanding speed or whatever don't mean shit. And I'm glad that it finally reflects in her bounty.
Yeah, I was glad
Sit
her
down.
power actually like gave her a good fight in Wano. I feel like most time her power is either she breaks a nigga's neck or like it's like a support thing, right? So
Yeah.
like it's so fire to see her actually like fighting with it. But yeah, I'm glad she got a 900. Like that's such a good bounty for her. And yo, they did Frankie so dirty. Actually, I'm not gonna lie, he might have got done dirtier than Chopper. He's not even on the fucking picture.
Yes.
Yo,
yes.
it's the picture of the Sunny. I'm crying.
Yeah.
That's actually disrespectful, bro.
It is.
Yo, hey,
I
someone
was
brought
expecting
up,
his bounty to be higher too, honestly.
I agree, but I wanted to ask y'all something. So that poster, right? So whenever Oda does something unique with the Straw Hat members poster, that has some type of relevancy, usually, right? Like,
True.
do we think of anything for the Frankie's poster being that? Because someone brought, I forgot who I heard this from, but someone said that it's potential that because you think about it, Frankie's poster was wanted poster before was Giant Frankie.
General Frankie, yeah.
Cyborg Frankie, right? And then or Giant Frankie, and then and he used Giant Frankie to fight the Topiropo guy.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Now, what if this means is that his next big opponent, he's going to fight them with the Sunny, and he's fighting Sanwan Wolf, the Blackbeard battleship guy.
The big dude. The big
Yeah.
ass-
We get General Sunny.
If that,
Yeah,
if that,
I could definitely
yo,
see that
I'm not gonna
happening.
lie. Oda's foreshadowing is just-
Yeah.
He's been for. I mean, because Frankie been making these ships. I would not put it past him that from the get go he's been making the Sunny into like a big ass Megazord, right? Because they've shown them making like the human Megazord, right? Remember in fucking Thriller Bark
Yeah.
when like they all formed together? Like I could definitely see them doing something similar to that with the
That
Sunny transforming and
That
shit.
could be why he has the smaller ships, where they could be like appendages and Sunny be like the main
Exactly.
chest piece or headpiece. It should be cool.
And that would be crazy.
They could be like those different attachment, different weapons, like the fucking Power Rangers do. Like
That
so,
shit would be sick.
yeah.
Yeah, no, that would be fire. I could see it. That's the thing. 'Cause at first I was like, okay, this is like this whole bounty portion. Like it's like I'm gonna use the bounty to guess. I'm like, but then you said it, and I'm like, whoa, this kind of makes a lot of sense. I could actually see that happening.
Yeah, the bounties
Yeah.
normally have a lot of the posters actually normally have a lot of significance. So I wouldn't be surprised if him taking a picture of the Sunny brings itself up in some relevance at some point.
Yeah.
Later down the line.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yo.
I'm here for it.
I love that Nami was like 9 digits. Can I collect? Like she's ready to collect her own bounty, bro. Like she's still all about that money, yo. She's still all about that money.
Of course.
And I
She's like,
think-
yo, I'll do a bid for 3-6 million, bro. Just put me in. I'll come out.
and not to, and also I don't know if other people feel like this, and I might be reaching when I say this, but I feel like that was low key a kind of like a power scaling feat, because Nami saying like, damn, I would go after my own bounty. Like, does that mean that she's confident in taking people on with 300 mil or lower or something now? Like, I don't know. That could be
Possibly.
interesting.
What were the Toby Ropa bounties? I feel like they were like around like 4 to 6.
They were like, I was
Yeah.
gonna say like 4 to. I think the highest was like 6, almost 7.
Yeah.
The highest was Who's Who with 500 something.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. So yeah,
Ulti-
now that makes sense to me if Nami's confident versus like a
Yeah.
lower member of a Yonko crew. Like it's what she is, right? No disrespect, but it's like she's part of Yonko. Of course, she should be
These
confident
literally
against
these are
someone
all
like 300,
Yonko
right?
commanders right here, man.
Shit was sick.
Yeah.
Like Fleet Commander Luffy and his 9.
Yeah, the
commanders. I
fleet
was like,
commanders. That was definitely a cool ass
Super
line to
cool.
read for sure.
That was fire, yeah. But I guess we got to do it. I guess we got to do it with the Sanji and Jinbei thing. Unless someone else has anything else to say about the other ones.
Oh,
I
was gonna say
Oh, go ahead.
it's very small, but the panel of Sanji like going to Robin, you can actually see his
His
Yeah,
poster. I
his
saw
poster.
that.
Oh yeah.
they reverted the picture back to this dude's fucking face, the one that looked like Sanji, but it wasn't.
Oh wait, you're
Is
right.
that him?
Yeah,
Oh, it is.
yeah.
Oh snap! I guess so.
I'm looking at it right now. It is. That's
Right?
great.
It's the I forgot his name. It's the ugly
Duval.
motherfucker.
Duval.
Duval. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's wild.
I'm curious as to why that happened. I mean, you know, Sanji definitely got disrespected. Yo, number 4, baby. Number 4. No
number 4.
No one cares what number 4 says, yo. No one cares what number 4
Speaking
says.
of number 4, my brother and I got into a discussion yesterday about the whole Sanji Jinbei placement. Personally, I think Jinbei's stronger than Sanji, but my brother thinks Sanji's stronger than Jinbei, and we got to like this whole discussion for like a fucking hour about it. Like, what do you guys think?
Okay, so I love me a good power scaling debate. So, I personally think that
Kelly, drag BlackHawk.
Yeah, he said in the chat. He said in the chat he's good. Yeah.
Sorry, Mod.
Alright,
oh
one
no, you
second.
good, you good. Yeah.
Yo, BlackHawk.
BlackHawk.
Yo,
Oh, what's good,
Hey.
It's good,
We
yo.
got a
Good.
surprise guest, that boy BlackHawk, back in the building after
Been a
couple
minute,
months.
bro.
It's
Hold
been
on,
a
brother.
minute, bro.
it's been a long time coming. It feels good to be back. What's good, Joe?
Welcome, man.
Yo,
Welcome, bro.
welcome back,
Oh,
brother.
man.
How you doing, man?
We just talking about that newest chapter.
Yeah, I heard they posted my boy Zoro bounty. I had to pop up.
It's
Flag and everything.
So are you aware of
My
the new
man-
bounties?
Bro only pops up for the Zoro
Yeah.
moments. That's what because
Yeah. I read the chapter like late Friday, I think is when it dropped. So yeah, I read all the bounties. This is wild.
Yeah, right
I
now
love
Mod
that.
is speaking to we just started talking about Sanji Jinbei and how Sanji has the fourth highest bounty on the crew and Jinbei has third. So Mod, what was it you were saying, brother?
Oh yeah, I was saying that I personally think that Jinbei and Sanji are a lot more relative than we initially gave them credit for. I mean, at least I'm talking about from a general perspective. Me personally, I thought they should have always been considered generally around the same strength level because I mean, look at it off rip. If you think about the the argument between Sanji versus Zoro fans. You know, Sanji fans will say, "Oh no, Zoro is way closer to Sanji than y'all realize," and potentially take over him, or they're equal. Versus Zoro fans, they say, "Nah, cut that out. We're always closer to Luffy. That's why you see that portrayal." And blase. But when it came to Jinbei and Sanji, we just all assumed like, oh yeah, Sanji was easily over Jinbei. But here's the thing: he beat Jinbei like washed.
That's what I was telling my brother yesterday. Like Jinbei like diffed who's who. Like it was maybe like a panel or two, a page full of them scrapping, and then he hit Demon Brick Fist, and that was it. He had the fastest fight out of all the raids. It was against the highest level Toby Roppo.
Yeah,
right. And yeah, easily. And then versus Sanji, who had a much more difficult fight, not as difficult as Zoro, but still more difficult fight than Jinbei did when it comes to Queen. So, I mean, it should be a bigger discussion about what level Jinbei is, rather than writing him off immediately as not on the same.
I will say that I'm here with that logic for the most part, but the one thing that I will say is that Queen and Husu are definitely on vastly different power levels. And I believe it's like third commander to like one of the Toby Roppo, right?
Yeah. Well,
no, you're right.
Okay, wait. To that point, to that point, I will say this. Remember when the Toby Roppo were introduced, and it was said that whoever can get Yamato will have a chance to fight the commanders. Now, if they were, I feel like if they were that vastly inferior, like so vastly inferior that they literally stood no chance and they had no business stepping up to them, none of them would be feeling confident in taking that role to step up to, because that was all of their motivation. They were all like, "Oh hell yeah, let's get it!"
Yeah.
And didn't Black Maria said, "I think the next person who would be a Yonko commander if one of them was gone isn't it you, Drake, or whoever?" And he was like, "Nah, I don't care, whatever." Like, so
if you want to say that they're not vastly inferior, then I will take away the vastly, but they're still inferior to the third commander. Yeah. So like the power, there's definitely still a power difference.
There's definitely still a power difference, but I feel like that goes to show just how strong Jinbei is, because like who was supposedly the strong, like who was supposedly had the highest bounty was the strongest Jinbei diff, like quick.
He was the strongest Toby Robo?
Yeah. Who was?
Is that a fact? Wow.
Yeah.
Well,
it's not. They didn't say that.
Okay. We misconstruing facts right now. You feel me? I need older
it's like an assumption.
Strength on the fact that he had the highest bounty out of everyone.
Okay. If he had the highest bounty, then I understand. Okay.
Wait. There, Callie, you can stay on that same train of logic, because I sit here and think about this stuff. You can stay on your same train of logic just off the simple fact that Jinbei like low diff, who like real bad real easily. But it's ulti, right? Ulti took Luffy by surprise, and Luffy was going to go gear 4th. Now, is Jinbei stronger than base Luffy at that point? Because if he is, then you're saying that like, Luffy would need to gear 4th against Jinbei then.
Is Jinbei stronger than base Luffy? Damn, this is a whole nother convo. Holy shit.
That's a wild combo.
Yeah, that's power scaling.
That is power scaling, isn't it?
We should say that for another. That could get very in depth. I will say this though, with the whole Sanji Queen fight, I felt like it was more of Sanji fighting himself, right? And also fighting Queen. You know what I mean? While Zoro was fighting fucking like scrapping with King the whole time.
Yeah, now if we think about it, Sanji's fight definitely was not that difficult either. Definitely wasn't as easy as Jinbei's, but Sanji really didn't struggle very much. It was definitely a lot more of an internal struggle with himself rather than fighting Queen. Yeah, I agree. I do agree with that.
Because Queen was scrapping with Chopper, took a few licks, while fucking what was King doing? Fighting Marco for a bit.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, I was Marco.
Before they split up into their proper, big fights. But
all right. So how about we do? How about we keep going in the chapter, and then at the end, if we have time, we'll go back to it.
Yeah.
I'll do it like that. That's definitely an interesting combo to have.
Because I think we're going to get into
because I felt it as soon as you said base Luffy beat Jinbei, that I could just tell it's about to open a can of worms, and it's just gonna go way out of hand from there. Let's just get through the chapter first, and then at the end we can go back to it.
All right.
Let's move into the cross skill stuff, because that's what happened next. That Buggy is real pathetic, but he's out here.
Yo, I fucking called it. I said, yo, Buggy did some fucking, didn't do anything crazy.
Yeah, I believe I said the same thing. Yeah.
We were both on that. Like, you know,
it definitely had to be a fluke or some joke or something that went too far. And lo and behold, it was definitely a misprinted flyer that ended up making Buggy the lead of this huge organization.
Bro, that shit was funny, dog. That shit was funny.
I'm just glad it wasn't like Buggy being some like mastermind. Like, it's not you, bro.
It's
definitely
not him. It wouldn't have worked.
It really wouldn't have worked.
That was the best. Can we appreciate that shot too of Crocodile and Mihawk? Can we?
Yes.
Oh, that's beautiful.
So
cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's like one of that
shot is beautiful.
That is a top 10 shot.
It's this one, right? Where they're both holding one his head. Yeah.
I'm gonna try to draw that shit this week.
So beautiful.
It's definitely a really nice shot. I can't lie.
I'm so happy Crocodile's back, bro. He was my favorite villain in the whole show, bro. Like, I'm actually so happy that he's back.
He is dope that he's back, because he's been back. Like, he's been out of Impel Down and doing whatever, but now that he
was big in Marine Force. He saved Luffy and Jinbei from Akainu.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was big in Marine Force. Yeah, and there's some sort of secret Ivankov knows about him.
Right.
We can talk about what that might be, but I'm glad he's back. I'm glad he's back. And he was the mastermind behind like the creation of this
whole thing. Yes.
Which makes so much sense. He had Baroque Works, right?
Right.
He had a fire system with Baroque Works too. None of his niggas knew him. That shit was dope. That shit was dope.
Despite his shortcomings in Alabasta, he's without a doubt one of the most tactical villains that the series has seen. Like, tactically speaking, he definitely moves very maliciously.
He sunned Luffy too.
Yeah, he did.
I love seeing Mr. One back too. You get to see him in all the panels.
Yo, bro, it's cool. It's definitely cool seeing both of their crews intertwined too.
Yeah.
I actually merge.
How strong do we think has Mr. One power scale too, you think? Or
no?
I mean,
I think he's still about to get baked by anyone right now.
Yeah, I doubt it. Especially now in the new world, bro. What is he doing, bro? What is he really doing, bro?
Wait. So I was just talking to some other friends I have that read One Piece, and I was telling them like weeks ago. I was like, because remember when we were having that discussion about the Straw Hats versus Cross Guild and stuff like that, and I was like, I was like, my guys, my crew don't even remember that Das Bows is under them. And like y'all was saying, like if they all they have to do is just take down Mihawk and they done. Like, nah, Crocodile gotten stronger. So you're going to be taking less people away from a Mihawk versus everybody thing. So it's not just that concise. It's like Das Bows. Come on, Das Bows can handle Usopp. Das Bows can handle like some of the weaker guys, and then like you got Crocodile. Like, they are legit Yonko crew. They should. I'm not saying that they would beat the Straw Hats, but it's not a low diff fight. That's all I'm saying. It's definitely not a low diff
back
fight.
on this one. We're back on this one.
Brother, focus.
But my point was that like Das Bones, like what about him? And the fact that they brought him up, I'm like, yes.
Who's Das Bones again?
Mr. One.
Nigga, what?
The axe body,
are we including Das Bones in the power scaling?
We not about to disrespect Das Bones. We not.
The nigga that's all sliced in half, bro.
Okay, so he can't get stronger.
Bro, Zoro's gonna sneeze on that nigga and he's going to obliterate, bro. Are you kidding me?
No one said he gotta fight Zoro no more.
No, he fighting with Zoro, baby.
Wait. My only point was that last time when we talked about something like this, y'all were saying, oh, it's just only Mihawk, and it's just basically the Straw Hats versus Mihawk, because they can steam.
They're fodder, bro. It literally still is. They're fodder, bro.
We not about to play Croc like he is a bitch. We're not.
Bro, he wasn't. Bro, listen, bro. He wasn't.
How did Luffy beat Croc the first time?
Bro,
Nobody
guess
else
who's
is smoking
blood.
crack on the
who's on their team, nigga? They have a fish man on their team, bro. Jinbei is smoking that nigga.
These niggas,
Oh,
bro.
wait.
Jinbei is
that's-
smoking
okay.
him.
Okay,
Straight
so
up
if it's
Pokemon,
if
baby.
we say Jinbei at the equation and Croc fight everybody else, everybody else getting fucked up.
You can't just be like, okay, if they didn't have the one nigga that could beat him, then they wouldn't beat him. They got
No,
Jinbei.
that's not what I'm
It's
saying.
full-
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying like let's say this happened on a battlefield. Jinbei probably got to fight somebody else other than Croc. Somebody gonna stop that. Like,
No,
come on, let's be
Who's
real.
stopping Jinbei?
Let's
That's
be
not
real.
me on Crocodile.
Nobody
no,
stop.
okay,
This-
no,
that's
okay,
third. That's
like
third
this.
Straw Hat Commander, bro. Talk about
I'm
him
saying,
properly. Talk about him properly.
Okay,
Come
so-
on now.
Okay, bro. So let's say it's like this, because then Mihawk would have to stop Jinbei, right? Then no one, and I mean no one else on the crew, is fucking with Croc.
Bro,
Bro, that's cap.
Let's be real.
Wait, real quick. I just want to say real quick that I feel like you guys are forgetting one important thing that completely differentiates the Straw Hats from where they were in Alabasta, and that's not even the time skip. It's hockey.
it's Advanced Conquerors hockey.
It's
Like
hockey.
Zoro
Zori can touch him, Sanji can touch him, Luffy can touch him, free. Like that's not even an issue anymore.
Yeah, but hold up. But
Yeah,
hockey doesn't nullify devil fruits though. And
No, it's not to nullify, but he still can touch him though.
yeah. But
I didn't mean touch. No, I didn't mean touch like physically. I mean like Croc is beating the shit out of like half the Straw Hats.
I mean, yeah. Once you
At
get,
the least.
yeah, he's beating
At the
the
least.
Weakling trio and like Brook. Yeah, like that's like
What
half the
niggas
Straw
saying is,
Hats.
the niggas saying is like, yo, okay,
my
not the
God.
problem. We throw Jinbei on that nigga, and then Mihawk is left to deal with like, bro, the fucking top three, and then the rest of them can handle Buggy, Dodge Bones. Like that's all I'm saying, bro.
And
Yeah.
Wait,
You're
hold
spitting.
up.
You're spitting.
Hold
Brook,
up,
Brook
wait.
is a low diffing Dodge
is-
Bones,
Brook is giving
nigga.
you
Low
low
diffing him, bro.
Wait.
Croc
Easy.
disrespect
Wait.
is
Okay, the thing is though, we
right
assume they haven't found out that much.
Oh,
We don't know how much.
Callie, no.
Let's finish the chapter.
Disrespect is
Let's finish the
Yeah.
chapter.
Alright.
So one
Real
thing
quick.
that I don't know if you guys noticed, a lot of the panels with Mihawk when he's talking and like talking to Crocodile, his eyes got that shading over him. Like he's pondering something. He's worried about something. You know what I mean? So I think he's just like,
But
yeah, 'cause,
Yeah,
like
the facial expressions that
Yeah.
Oda draws for characters that are in distress or
Yes.
or something magnifying or
He
something
actually,
crazy or
looking at it now because he has this, and then he has the flashback about Crocodile first hitting him up about the team up, and then
Yeah.
you see this panel right here. He's pondering. I can actually see where you're going.
Yeah, and,
with
and
that.
even the last thing they show of Mihawk,
he's the same.
Oh yeah, the last and the second last actually, both those panels in the end. Yeah, he's like kind of the shading's over his eyes. He's like he doesn't look like angry or anything. He's just thinking. He's just like.
He's like something's up. He's like something's up. You know.
Yeah,
he's like, what
actually,
is
I
that?
mean,
I was angry.
Imagine he's not the happiest about having to work with Buggy.
You know what? Also, I also don't want to take it too far because now that I'm looking at it again, it could also just be the shade from his hat.
I mean, even in his
I was just
bounty,
thinking the same
even in his
thing, dude. I
bounty,
was
it's
thinking
like
I was
that.
just looking at it like that is also a possibility. It could just be the shade from his hat. That's why I said
Yeah.
every single panel.
That is true. That is true.
Also, let's talk. Also, you guys realize the craziness that Mihawk had the moniker of Marine Hunter, while Zoro was Pirate Hunter. Let's go.
that final face off gonna be crazy. I can't
It's
wait.
gonna be
It
wild,
is
bro.
gonna be mad sick. I'm
Oda
very much
really
looking
writing
forward to
geek
it.
fiction at its finest, man.
Yeah, the Marine Hunter thing is crazy, but even like beyond that comparison, bro, this nigga Mihawk was a demon. He was out here hunting Marines for fun or some shit. Like what? Like what
I
the
mean,
fuck?
That don't surprise me. Like
It doesn't surprise me at
his
all. but, like,
introduction was him hunting somebody through the Grand Line. So
Right. Oh, and we
We
also
on a
Yo,
single
here's
boat.
the thing. I actually talked about this with my buddy where because he mentioned, oh, this is within his personality, and I was like, yo, is it though? Because he literally says to Crocodile, he's like, you know what? As long as I can live in peace, I'm good. So this alliance works well for me because they won't fuck with us. So he's like, that's good for me because I just want to chill. And it's like, does that seem like the kind of person who would deliberately go out of his way to make his bounty higher to fuck up Marines for fun? This nigga might have been a different person back then. He might have chilled out for some reason.
Yeah, I mean, you think about it, Zoro wasn't like hunting pirates because he hated pirates per se. He was only trying to get by to eat.
Yeah.
So,
It worked out for him.
And
Yeah.
fight strong people.
I think hunting Marines is like a bit of a different thing, and like someone as strong as
that
Mihawk
has
wouldn't have to
intent.
resort to that. Like,
Yeah,
I wonder how they stopped him. You know what I mean? Like how like
they gave him
Like-
the warlord position.
No, I know,
They
but
couldn't stop
I
him.
wonder like how that.
Please
I wonder
stop,
how, like,
please.
I wonder how that
They said,
interaction
yo,
happened.
you
Kicking
are
our ass too
decimating.
much. Chill out.
They were like,
Please
I
stop.
would not be surprised if the warlord position was created just because of Mihawk. They were like, oh my god, bro, you
That
are
would-
devastating us. Please.
That would make sense.
Yeah, that would make
stop.
sense.
That would make
That's an
sense.
interesting one. I like that.
yeah, he
Yo.
is an old ass pirate if he was
Mm.
battling with Shanks and shit like that back in like 13,
Facts.
14 years ago, right?
Yeah, like he's one of the older pirates of the warlord system, if you think about it.
Yeah.
Like everyone else, like what's his face, Crocodile, Doflamingo, and Moria, they were upstarts during those time frames.
Yeah.
But Mihawk had his title way before they were like making waves in the New World. So
Mihawk is like based off of like Dracula, right?
Definitely. His name is Dracula.
Yeah, right. Exactly. So like, you know, I feel like he might actually be older than what we know.
I feel like we know his age.
yeah, the data
do?
books
Okay,
say, yeah, the data books
Right.
say he's
40
40.
something, right?
He's 40.
Or that's
He's
He's making
exactly
a year
40.
older than Shanks. Yeah.
Yeah, he's like 1 year older than
I'll just go
Shanks.
on the wiki. He's 43 actually right now.
Oh, okay, then Shanks is 42 or something.
Wow, I didn't realize he was
Old
that old.
as
That's
hell,
pretty
so
crazy.
it's
Yeah, I
huge.
didn't even realize that.
Goddamn.
We
Well,
also
40's young in the One Piece world.
Yeah, no, I didn't mean old as in like
It
necessarily.
is,
old.
but like
It was
yeah.
older than I had expected. I thought it was like.
Oh,
30.
he's actually
Right.
yeah. I knew Shanks is 39 right now, so he's 4 years older than Shanks.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, I didn't.
What have I done with my life?
Speaking of which, we also
Don't kill me.
Right,
Okay,
that was
oh
insane.
my god.
that was actually insane. It threw me all the way off track. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, what were you gonna say, Kelly?
Yeah. Speaking of which, we got some interesting information from the Marines when naming Mihawk's bounty. And I
Yes.
quote, his fellow
Oh, boy.
former warlord,
Oh my god, let's
Hawkeye
not-
Mihawk, has even greater sword skills than red-haired Emperor.
Go ahead.
Here we
Let's start the
That's
agenda.
just
Let's
a
go
very
ahead.
that's just a very
Here we go.
interesting statement. It's almost as if
Oh,
he's a better swordsman. Almost.
Yeah,
I don't know,
you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? Who disagreed with that?
I don't think anyone did.
Whoever disagreed that Shanks was, whoever thought that Shanks was a stronger swordsman than Mihawk, everyone should have been gave that to Mihawk. The argument is generally that Shanks is still stronger overall outside of swordsmanship. Because let's be real, just because you have a sword, just because you can fight with a
Don't mean
sword,
you know
or
what
even
you're
if
doing
you,
with it.
yeah, doesn't mean that that means you are stronger. I mean, example, Whitebeard when he was younger versus Mihawk now. Whitebeard was probably stronger than what Mihawk is now. But if Mihawk, as soon as Whitebeard picks up a sword, is he now suddenly weaker than Mihawk? No. So there's that, like.
But there's another variable in there that you're missing that's not with the Shanks Mihawk discussion, which
What?
is the Devil Fruit.
What
How is Shanks fighting besides swordsmanship? How else would he show his strength besides swordsmanship?
Yeah. So for me personally,
That's true.
I believe that either Shanks holds like a very unique type of hockey that, and obviously we've seen instances where Shanks is displaying hockey that's vastly different than everybody else in the series. Two times, one where he's destroying the ship with his literal hockey at presence, and two, we just saw it with Green Bull. The freaking Wi-Fi hockey, Conqueror's hockey.
The Wi-Fi hockey is insane.
Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi hockey is actually insane. Good shit.
That's
Like-
accurate.
Like, bro, like Wi-Fi hockey out here. But the point is that Shanks obviously has unique abilities that we just don't know yet. Now, is that a little bit of headcanon? A little bit, but is that a far-reaching headcanon? Hell no. And
I think even then, bro, like even if Mihawk has the superior sword skills, bro, if you're overpowering him, let's say his hockey is purely strong, like his Conqueror's hockey is stronger than Mihawk's, and that's the difference. Like, who's say that's not the case, right? Like, we know Shanks' hockey is crazy, so that could be a very simple way for him to overpower him. Maybe the finesse is there, but like we all know playing fighting games, finesse is in everything. Sometimes you eat a plus 40 to the face, right? Like, what can you do about that? Like, so, like deadass. So I was having a little discussion with my buddy the other day, and like I feel like people assume Shanks' hockey is stronger than Mihawk, but the thing is, we obviously don't know where the gap is. Is Mihawk's sword skills that much stronger, or is Shanks' hockey taking the difference? And to me, I can only assume, like, we don't know what if the gap in hockey is bigger or if the gap in sword skill is bigger. But when Kaido said, like, how did Roger become the number one? How did Roger conquer the seas without devil fruits? Like, these kind of hurdles can only be overcome with hockey. To me, that's him saying the power of your hockey is almost like the end all be all. Not like that's always not everything, but that's the difference maker. So it would make sense to me if that's why Shanks is stronger than Mihawk. Like I feel like this is not even like a real problem niggas have. Like, obviously it's a debate. Like, I know the debate in the community, but man, fuck the community, bro.
Right, but bro, the agendas be real, bro. You don't know how many people I've been seeing saying like, oh, Mihawk, look at the title, World's Strongest Swordsman. Guess what? They just spelled it out. He's better than Shanks at swordsmanship. Therefore, Mihawk over Shanks. Like, bro, come on. Stop it.
That's such like a black and white like way to look at it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like they don't have no context clues. Like, I was just beefing with this dude on Facebook who was saying,
First off, he was in the wrong place.
Nah, slow.
He was in the wrong place in the first of all.
It gets me so triggered just because these Mihawk guys be thinking that they have logic and context all on their side when they don't. And I'm not saying Shanks is like perfectly in line with like everything. I like, you know how the Shanks fans, they think logically all that stuff when a lot of times they don't either. But the fact that these dudes be like, oh, look at, like, this dude was like this. He said, Whitebeard, strongest man alive. Kaido, strongest creature alive. Mihawk, strongest swordsman alive. Where's Shanks' title? Oh, fan head canon. They think he's the strongest hockey user when Oda never spelled that out. I was like, bro, you are insane. I said, I literally wrote a whole essay saying like, bro, you are tripping. I'm like, bro, Whitebeard, strongest man at Marineford. Was he the strongest at Marineford? Let's be real. Was he legit the strongest? Because if you say yes, tell me why admirals were fucking him up left and right. Why the Marines were bloodthirsty on him. And after he died, Blackbeard got 2 devil fruits. And they were still bloodthirsty. But Shanks pulls up and no one does shit. Explain that to me. How, like, bro, stop the cap. Like, we got context. We understand these things.
Because he's working with them, bro. That's why that shit's not
Man, bro, like,
okay, so does anyone think Mihawk is stronger than Shanks, or are we gonna continue?
no.
No.
I wish someone would.
Better swordsman than us stronger.
Okay, the case continues. All right, so the bounties. I think it's pretty cool that 3.6 around for Mihawk. I really thought, like, because the way the chapter was going, it was like Crocodile and then Mihawk had more. I really thought they were gonna give Buggy like 4 billion. I was gonna cry, bro.
That would have been.
I was like, I went on the page. I was like, there's no way it's gonna happen. There's no way.
Insane.
No, yeah, I'm glad he's at least below Mihawk. But yo, I think Crocodile going to 1.8 or 1.9 is the craziest shit ever, bro.
Big jump.
What was it
Luffy
before?
went bro. It was like 80 million.
That's actually insane.
I assume they issued him a new bounty after Marineford. That's the only explanation.
I guess
He was
even
then he was still like
let's
say
say
they gave him 500. Yeah, let's
the
say they gave
bounty's
him
so low compared to everyone else. Still, like the other 2 people in this group is kind of low.
Bruh, my man Croc got the highest to date young like commander-ish like bounty. He's above like the fact that like first of all the fact that some of y'all still cap about Crocodile's strength is insane because at this point like come on what was the bounty increase for? Like come on no I'm just saying what was the bounty increase for 1.9
1.9 yeah
it goes to show you what Crocodile's been doing in the back of everything like because we've been with Wano the whole time like we don't know what Crocodile's been doing this whole time.
Okay, and that's another thing I have to address. We all got to stop as a One Piece community. Stop capping that like bounties are the biggest indicator, not the holy grail, but the biggest indicator for a character to get a bounty increase is strength level and what they did to defeat Must. Because the most consistent thing, Luffy's bounty barely increases when he does the most heinous shit. When he declared war on the war government. When he broke people out of Impel Down. He crashed Marineford. Those are all, you would say, extremely egregious acts. Agreed. And his bounty only increased by 100 million. By 100 million.
Yeah, that's just cap. Bounties don't matter, bro.
Like, okay, now you're capping.
Bounties don't matter.
It's so obvious. It's not that serious to me.
No, I will say they don't matter, but I will say that they definitely have had a lot less significance than we thought they would. So I see what you're saying.
Then D3's point don't matter about who's who then. And we know that.
I'm not saying they don't matter. Come on, see, I know I just said that, but I amended it by saying like it's like cap. We all know that like the enemy organization. That's how we're gonna see when we get there. That okay, this guy has the highest bounty. Like he is probably the head nigga of this group. Like there are some things where it falls into line. Like, okay, but I'm just saying like a lot of the times bounties like don't make sense. Like. I think Ace's like was 5.5 or something like, or not even like it wasn't even 5. I think
it was like 550 or something. No, it was 550.
And like 550 I feel like aren't the revolutionary commanders like only 200 to 300 400? Like that's crazy, bro.
Yeah, I mean I shoot.
That's the revolutionaries.
But that's my point. I'm trying to say is these are dudes that are directly. I am.
We agree.
I'm literally here to oppose you. And yet their bounties are lower than some top fighters. Clearly, Oda is sending a message, not to say that it's everything, that it's a one-to-one correlation, because obviously it's not. But the biggest thing about bounties is the character's threat level, aka their strength level. That's what the government cares about most. Like clearly, because come on, Nickel Robin, she's been like 8. She was. Come on, I shouldn't have to say anything about that. Nickel Robin.
What was hers before this jump?
What was it? It was like 100 something.
I want to say 170 or some shit, or 120.
It was like like it was 100 something. And what did she do? And like, come on now, she didn't.
It was 130 mil.
Yeah, that's a big jump too. She had a big ass jump.
Yeah, what did she do significantly? She beat Black Maria. Come on, like this. I don't like it when people be like, "Oh, the straight like is about like what they do in the background." No, Croc is that guy. He's gotten stronger and he's done stuff on the ground. That's important too.
Yeah,
but
that's what I'm saying.
Croc is that guy. And
what I'm
saying is that we don't know what he's done. That's what I'm saying. We don't know who he's beaten.
No. Honestly, modest spin, bro. Croc is that guy. He is that guy that would get his ass beat by the Straw Hats, 100%.
Oh my god!
Hold on, no.
That's wild. That's wild. Zoro beats King, gets 1.1 billion. Croc, we don't know who he beats, 1.9. And what do they say? Devil fruit. That's crazy. We don't even know if Croc has hockey, but his devil fruit is that crazy. That's insane to me, bro. Like
my Crocodile's bounty's higher. He dips Zoro. That's all there is to it.
It's a clown.
Wait, what? Yo, he's like got quiet and shit. Like everybody's like, wait, what?
Okay.
Bounties don't matter until Chopper gets a bounty.
Let's go.
That's all I'm saying. They don't matter.
Awesome cloud shit, bro.
I mean, if they don't matter, then why do we? If they don't matter, all I'm saying is, why do we get hype when we see bounties? That you can't like.
I get offended. I get hurt. I get my feelings.
My
feelings is crazy.
You know what it is? They're cool. It's nice to see our favorite characters have high bounties and shit, and they're like cool markers to see they're cool markers to see like the progress these characters are making, right? But as far as like significance to the story, like Bounty Hunter was a whole title from Zoro in the first couple chapters. We literally never met another bounty hunter in the series. Like bounties themselves.
We have.
Who?
The dude from Dressrosa, the dude that was throwing shit at Luffy. He was piling up a bunch of weapons because he had a double crew.
I thought you were about to say Johnny and Yosaku.
No, not them.
Wait, so there was a bounty hunter in Dressrosa?
Yeah, there was the Coliseum. Okay, so in Luffy's bracket, there was a dude that was collecting weapons and flinging them, and he said that he was a bounty hunter, and he was thanking Luffy because when he released those impelled down prisoners, he was rounding them up and collecting a lot of money. So he said, in a way, I should thank you. And he was like throwing stuff at Luffy, but Luffy was using observation haki to dodge, and then those weapons hit Don Chinjao's stomach, and he like destroyed dude for it. So yeah, but he was a bounty hunter.
Even still, that was one more bounty hunter between fucking First Town and Dressrosa. Like, it's few and far between, you know.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure though in the story that pirates can collect the bounties of other pirates, and Marines can collect the bounties of pirates too.
Yeah.
Well, like if you're a pirate, you have to like use a proxy. You can't just do it yourself because they won't give you the money.
How would you wait? I mean,
I think he wrote something to that effect about like how you're literally a criminal. You can't actually take like you can't be like I caught this like Mihawk wouldn't come through and be like yo I caught crocodile. Here's they wouldn't give Mihawk 1.9 because it's like you're the op. You're literally the other fucking enemy. I think
I'm pretty sure because Marines can capture bounties of other pirates and
I'm
claim
saying the
money.
pirates thing.
Why is talking about the pirates?
Like if a pirate pulled up to the Marines, be like, "Yo, I caught another pirate." I don't think they would give them the bread.
They would just arrest both of them.
Yeah, well, no. They would. I think honestly, it's like you remember when Skypiea, when Nami and after Skypiea on Water 7, when Nami had the money, Luffy and Usopp, they were taking the money to the treasury or whatever, one of the world treasury spots. Pretty sure it might be like that, where you pull up with the guy or whatever, and maybe like you collect the money through that means, and then the treasury people call in like, okay, we have this guy, that was, a part of your bounty or whatever. Like, it could be like that, like through some type of third party. It could be like that.
That's how I assumed it worked, yeah. Because I remember the revolutionaries when they saved that town, Bella Betty gave the person, that guy Pinkbeard, like, they're like, yo, just put him in, you get the bounty, this is where you hand him in, blah, blah, blah.
Right,
like
exactly. Yeah. Like, Pinkbeard was collecting bounties. Like, everyone can collect bounties. Now, are there specific bounty hunters? Not that many, but, they're there outside of Zoro.
I see. I didn't even know. I guess anything else to say about the cross guild? I feel like we got it.
I think that's most of the cross guild.
How they figured it out. I think that Brain Hunter shit is so important, and I'm glad to see some sort of personality about Mihawk. But yeah, Mr. What were you gonna say?
No, I wasn't gonna say that. I'm good.
Revolutionaries, right? The last thing.
The last thing was the Revolutionary Army. We got them rejoicing about Sawa's condition. Dragon makes a pretty interesting statement saying he won't forgive Sabo if he finds out that he did murder King Cobra. Kuma's here, but it seems like Kuma's mind is gone. His only words, "I am yours, Command Master."
Yeah, Kuma's been gone since Marineford.
Yeah, I feel like some people might have had hope that they would fix him or he would come back and be rejuvenated or remember shit.
I mean, but even at Marineford, they said Kuma was dead. Like he's just kind of a robot at this point.
Yeah.
Can he still use Dough Fruit? I thought he could use it in Marineford.
Can he? I don't think he could.
I don't think he
didn't.
He's dead. He didn't use it in Marineford.
So damn, this nigga.
That's an interesting dilemma because is Kuma truly like officially dead? And
that's what I'm saying.
It's like body, because that's the thing. Like I don't think that was ever like questioned, right? If you lose your consciousness, but your body is still operative and stuff, it wouldn't still keep the devil fruit.
It wouldn't make sense, in my opinion. Like I don't know. It just sounds kind of goofy. Like if you die but your body's still alive, your body.
That's why I don't think he's dead. But like that's fucked up. Yeah, we know he's dead. I feel like they would have just buried him.
But like he's dead. He's dead in the sense of like his flesh. Like he's a robot. Like he's not human anymore. Is what I'm saying.
No. Well, I think they're talking more about like his mental state, right?
Like, is he actually like not like his heart doesn't work? Like that's what I'm trying to say. Like, because I feel like there's some hope in bringing him back. I feel like otherwise they wouldn't.
That's why they went after him because they had hope.
I don't even know because even
I feel like we never got confirmation that he really is literally gone. You know,
they said that in Marineford.
You know, I'm pretty sure they said that.
Wasn't that just Doflamingo saying this thing gone? Like,
Doflamingo.
Yeah.
To be
specific, say it, I'll believe it. You know what I'm saying? Or someone who has examined him.
To be specific, Doflamingo said the Kuma you remember is dead. That's what he said. Mm-hmm. Not that Kuma is himself is well, he did say that at first, but Volkov was like, "Dead? What are you talking about? He's right there." And he was like, "The Kuma you knew, dead. I don't know what you have in common with Kuma, but the Kuma you remember is long gone." That's what he said. So
yeah, he hits Little Urs Jr. with the Ursus shock, the bomb he used after the bark.
Oh yeah, duh. Yeah, he did.
I know he did. Fucking Dough Fruit. Yeah, so I don't think he's literally dead. I think they've taken over his consciousness somehow. They've repressed his own personality. I just think that's kind of a foul end for this nigga. You know what I'm saying? I feel like in the end we might actually get him back. Like maybe they'll.
Who do you think could bring him back?
Who the fuck else?
Frankie?
Who?
I mean, maybe Frankie, maybe.
Wait, who did you say, YHuss?
I said Vegapunk, bro. Like, I don't know, like, because it's the only person who that's who fucked him up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, I know Vegapunk's a fucking bastard in terms of the shit that he did.
Yeah.
But like, I feel like because he even let Kuma have that one objective, right? Or I think it was 1 or 2. He let him save the Strawhat ship. That was the one thing he let him do, right? So it doesn't seem like an all like.
That's true. That was true
You know what I'm
because he was dead at that point too. But
Yeah, like
still
he
saved
programmed
Strawhat.
it into him.
Yeah.
So yeah, like
So
yeah. So clearly he's not completely dead. He has
Right.
Bell Fruit, right?
Right.
His soul is still there. So maybe he can come back. I don't know.
That'd be cool.
We'll see.
But yeah, and then Sabo calls.
Sabo
I'm
calls
surprised
up.
the Marines, the Revolutionaries aren't using a fucking like a fucking what's the word?
Scram,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
know
that
what you mean.
thing,
Something
thing
to
they
fuck up
talked about.
the signal so that the Marines
Yeah,
aren't listening
bro,
in.
not
Yeah.
even like a proxy server or like a
Yeah.
VPN, bro. Like, well, come on,
VPN, I'm crying.
bro. Like, what's wrong with these niggas, bro?
Yeah,
How are you guys the Revolutionaries? Are
They
using
def folded with that one.
Yeah, and I'm
They're
90%
wild.
sure that whatever information Sabo's going to give them, he's probably aware that the Marines are listening in on. So it'll probably feed into the story that is being led around the world, and we probably won't
That's true.
get the actual truth of what happened.
You guys think we're gonna hear this phone call in the next chapter? I'm just curious.
Possibly.
Nah,
I feel like this is the type of thing where Oda does this and then we never see it for like 10 chapters,
Yeah.
or 20
That
years.
would be
Yeah.
so
We're
annoying,
not gonna see that
bro.
shit for like at least
Yeah.
5. At least 5.
It's
That would
fucked
be
up
so
though.
annoying.
It's gonna happen,
Honestly,
bro.
though,
Everyone.
I wouldn't be mad if we got like back if we got on track to the next arc and shit though. I wouldn't even really be that mad.
Yeah, same.
It would be a little bit annoying and another one of those mysteries like the Shanks one. We still don't know who Shanks was talking about with the Gorosei, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nope.
I
Well,
wouldn't be
and-
surprised.
Another thing I could find a picture is that do you guys remember the panel where Frankie meets Kuma when he comes back to Sabaody, where he sees him like fucked up?
Yeah.
It's like an exact replication of Dragon. I'll send the picture in the One Piece chat. Look at this panel and look at the Dragon panel. I sent
The
it to
dragon panel in
One
this
Piece Twitter.
chapter?
Yeah, this is a bad picture that I sent. Let me find a better one. Look at the Dragon panel where he sees Kuma, and look at the one I sent in the One Piece chat. That's not crazy.
Yeah.
Actually really interesting.
Yeah,
Damn.
it's like a
very similar.
It's exactly the same, actually, the same way he's sitting
It's
there.
exactly he's sitting. He walks. He stands up in front of him. It's the exact same, and even the lighting is very similar.
Yeah, and the background because the background is the trees from the
Mhm.
photos.
Actually
you got
pretty
the trees.
interesting. Wow. It is actually.
So it kind of just shows like nothing changed, right? Like when they got here, Kuma was gone, and like in this moment, Kuma's not here. So like it's like I got sad when I saw that show. I'm like, damn, that's fucked up, bro.
Yeah.
So I do have one more question. It kind of relates back to the Sanji Jinbei thing. I was thinking more about what my brother had said. Do you think that one of the reasons that Yamato didn't join the crew, from like a logistic standpoint, is that would have pushed Sanji down to 5 and made him look weak?
Damn, you're right.
Why Yamato didn't join the crew?
Yeah, like from a writing
my
standpoint.
From
like,
a writing perspective?
Yeah, because like that would have pushed Sanji down to 5 and made him look weak as shit.
Because the thing everyone says, right, is that like no matter who joins, the monster trio will always be the same. And although
And that's the thing I told my brother. Like I feel like the monster trio isn't Luffy, Zoro, Sanji anymore. I feel like it's Zoro, Sanji, Jinbei. Like I feel like Luffy's like actually just in a league of his own. Like he always was, but I feel like it's just way past like the point now.
I feel like in this arc though, I feel like they reinforced that Luffy Zoro Sanji thing, not strength wise, but with the wings of the Pirate Kings thing. Like they said that shit like twice. I feel like, and I think it will always be those two right behind Luffy in terms of like the support, like these are the first two niggas you think of. I know obviously Jinbei is obviously like that nigga, and right now he's second in bounty, and obviously we were debating his strength, so it's not like it's not close. But fuck, I was gonna say something actually solid. When it comes to the Yamato thing, I think that is actually kind of has to do with it. Like, yeah, I'm sure Sanji, to me, will at the end of the series, Sanji will be the third strongest on Luffy's crew no matter what. Even if Yamato joined, Oda would find some sort of way. But I can imagine that was part of his decision, at least a little bit. You know, it like made it easy for him. He's like, you know what, I don't even want to have to deal with that shit, because he would have to find some way to speed track Sanji to being strong and someone who has advanced conquest.
Either that, or you fucking like power scale Yamato down, and it kind of defeats the purpose. Or
That would be fucking whack. That would be whack.
Yeah,
yeah. Maybe. I don't know. That
That's a good
as a not Yamato fan, that's pretty funny.
I hadn't even thought about that.
I know these niggas are down mad. They're like, fuck, Oda, come on, man.
Yeah.
They might be more hurt than you, bro.
Nobody more hurt than me, bro.
You're not even on the crew, bro. That's pretty
Fucking. But yeah, what did y'all want to talk more about the Sanji Jinbei theory, or did y'all want to like call it up?
Wait, real quick, before anything, I have a theory as to the situation with Sabo. All right, I need y'all to put y'all tinfoil hats on for this one, right?
All right.
Boom. So Sabo actually did kill the king and is holding Vivi hostage right now. Right? You with me?
Okay.
So Luffy is eventually going to run into Sabo and have to save Luffy and save Vivi. At which case Sabo will reveal that he is actually the main villain of the story. At which point he will engulf his fist in fire. Luffy will do Red Hawk, and they will clash in Fire Fist with a mirage of Ace in the background, crying, for his two brothers are now fighting.
This is at least better than your like Luffy chest scar theory shit than the week before last. I'll give you that.
You know what I thought you were gonna say, honestly, that I was like hanging on to?
What?
I was hoping that you said that Luffy's gonna find out that the person that was there was not actually Sabo, but what's her face on Blackbeard's crew. One that
bitch,
yeah, the one that could transform into other people.
That would be crazy.
That would actually be insane.
Would be fucking nuts.
It's gonna come into play somehow. Like it's gonna be I wouldn't like someone's gonna get fucking duped eventually. So no, that would make sense.
That's crazy.
Wait, are we talking about? Wait, who are we talking about?
The one that
the woman shot something. Oh fuck, I forgot her name.
I forgot her name.
I just call her female Usopp. She got the same nose.
She got a big ass nose. Callie, do you remember when Moria went to Blackbeard's Island to find Absalom?
Yes.
And Absalom says like, "Yo, it's sick here. What's up, Moria?" And then he's like, "Oh, you're still alive. Good, we gotta leave." And then they reveal that they're actually that woman, and they're like, "Yo, I was fucking with you. That guy's long gone."
Oh,
because she has like a
Shiro, you had the ability, right? Yeah.
Wait, but it wasn't the clone food, right?
No, it was the Ninetale Fox Mythical Zone. Katarina Devon, that's her name.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Devon.
Yes, I remember. Yes.
Yeah, because she could just touch it. I remember when Odin, when Kanjo like just as Odin versus the Scabbards, niggas like, "Yo, Katarina Devon's here. The Blackbeard crew pulled up." That's what niggas were saying. They're saying she impersonated Odin, who she's never met.
I'm crying. That would have been insane.
I
forgot about that. But
someone's gonna get duped by her eventually.
Honestly, thought you were going there. I'm like, yo, this is a theory. Then you said, wait, no, that's legit Sabo. He's that. I'm like, oh, what?
The final One Piece villain.
Oh,
the whole time.
Stay woke. All right, when it happens, just know I'm gonna come in here gloating. That's all I'm gonna say.
You can have it. That whole episode can just be you gloating if you want it, bro.
Let's go.
You got it.
Honestly,
from here.
Yeah, you got it.
You got it.
Yeah, you got it.
Super got it.
The greatest shot in One Piece history. Nigga, you made that shit from full court, bro.
Right. That was like the most full court shot I've ever seen. Like,
he got out of the car, hucked the ball in the air, and made it. If he
dude, what I really believe about the Sanji Jinbei thing is like, there's no definitive way to tell someone that Sanji is stronger than Jinbei. They fought different opponents. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, like how the difficulty matters. I wouldn't be surprised if Queen beat Jinbei, if Jinbei beat Queen, with a pretty similar amount of difficulty. You know what I'm saying? Like,
my brother yesterday was like, Jinbei just couldn't be Queen. And I'm like,
the thing is that anyone on that side wouldn't know that. We just don't know that, right?
That's why.
Okay, but no. See, I don't. No. Sorry, YHuss. I'm not letting you use them. We just don't know, because that's why we talking about it.
Go ahead. Exactly. Go ahead.
Because here's
I don't know. Let me say I don't know.
Here's the thing that gives ammunition to Sanji fans to say, well, I mean, we ain't see a serious fight between Sanji and Zoro, and they fought different opponents. We just don't know. But we know.
We're talking between rational niggas right now, not people who say shit like that, right? I'm talking about boy D3, who I know won't run with that and say like I'm just saying, like Jinbei just joined the crew.
Crazy.
Like this is the first comparison kind of thing we can make, right? Like in terms of where they are in their current strength level fighting. We have tiers of opponents. We have the difficulty they had it with. Like I just think someone who could definitively say, like, nah, there's no way Jinbei could beat Queen. It's like, bro, how do you know that?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That is a wild statement in my opinion.
Definitely when it comes to the opponents, but when it comes to each other, that's what we speculate. But when it comes down to it, I think that like I personally think that they're very relative to each other. Like they're neck and neck.
I completely agree.
But it does kind of feel like somewhat that Oda gives a little bit of shine on Jinbei in such a way that we have not like seen in a very, very long time, if ever, upon the dynamic of the strongest. Because now Jinbei, we all agree that Jinbei enters that conversation among the strongest Straw Hats, the top 5 Straw Hat fighters.
Yeah, it's like a tier. Yeah.
Mount Rushmore, baby.
Yeah, it's literally Luffy, Zoro, Sanji, Jinbei, Robin. That's like the top 5 of the Straw Hats.
I'm not gonna lie, you snuck her in there, but we'll go with it.
Yeah, what you mean? We're not listening to her in there like that.
I think I snuck her in there, bro. 930 million. What you mean, bro? Like
you snuck her in there. Come on, you snuck
Bro,
her.
she went up
You know you
800
snuck her in
mil.
there.
She went up 800 mil. That's a lot.
You know
bro.
you snuck her in there. Bro. Come on, be real.
Was I wrong? Hey, tell me where I'm capping though. Tell me where I'm capping though.
I don't even want it. Let's keep going.
I'm gonna let you.
Okay. You know what?
With Zoro and Rob,
You know what? Maybe you could also throw Frankie in that conversation too, or it's disputable between Robin and Frankie. But that's beside the point.
I'm with that.
Yeah,
to me.
but that's beside the point. The point is that Jinbei
We
is
got
very
crocodile
key.
disrespect. We got Frankie disrespect. What the fuck is going on? I've
Dude,
been
go
going
see it,
for
bro.
a
It's
while.
been a
Y'all
minute since we
started
were here, bro.
losing
We
your
just been
mind.
niggas, bro.
But Hawk, I'm glad you came, bro, because like
I'm
sometimes
glad I can finally get a morning to be back here, bro. It's been so long.
Bro,
I've been
my
just-
nigga Strawhat was by himself with this fucking cross kill shit.
Fighting
bro.
for
He
his
did
life.
not lie, bro.
thank
That boy was
you.
fighting for his
They-
life.
they were-
weeks.
Bro, they were capping BlackHawk. They were saying that Straw Hats just low diffs, like cross.
What do y'all mean?
Oh,
bro?
Okay,
Come
let's go
on.
back to this. Jinbei
Come on,
Sanji.
Jimmy Sanji.
Wait, okay, but
I
anyway.
can't believe this, man.
But anyway, like I said before, the Toby Roppo were always portrayed as the kind of people that could become commanders if they really try to go for it. Now, would they actually succeed? No, probably not. But they were always near that level. And the fact that Jinbei washed one of the strongest, if not the strongest, Toby Roppo guy with almost no problem, who is also compared to Rob Lucci as a prodigy, who is a member of CP0. Like, you know, we can all agree that like Jinbei could have a solid, if not like, you know, medium diff fight with like maybe Queen, maybe high diff fight with Queen, or whatever. But I think at the end of the day, I want to say that personally, in my heart of hearts, I might feel like maybe Sanji has an edge just because of the simple fact that he just moves so fast that no one can see him, that he literally has his own form of invisibility out of just sheer raw speed. Like raw speed makes him legit invisible. And he was holding on to that for a minute. It wasn't like for a brief moment of time. Queen was literally like, okay, I'm gonna just sit here and wait. You're gonna have to run out of steam eventually. And it never happened until like Sanji wanted to reveal himself. Like, so I mean, that's some insane speed feats. Just saying. And now Jinbei, I feel like has the patience because he's the, you know, I'm a wait and then and then I'm a counter with like whatever. So he's that kind of guy. So, but I kind of personally feel like maybe Sanji just a smidge, just a tatty, a tiny bit. Maybe,
I don't know,
like that's just how I feel personally.
Jinbei did take a hit from fucking Alkainu, bro. He ate
that shit.
So I'm definitely seeing Sanji do some shit. Yo, he's gonna take that shit and just smack him. Just boom, that's it. You know, like
the way I think about it is like, I didn't mean to cut you off. Sorry.
No, you're good.
The way I think about it is like this right now. Like I think in the like EOS Sanji will definitively be stronger than Jinbei. But as of right now, with Sanji still not having this whole red suit thing figured 100% out, and like him still trying to like figure everything out with that. Jinbei's already established. Jinbei's been fighting for fucking 50 years, you know. I feel like Jinbei is a little bit stronger.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think he will stay stronger, but I think as of right now, Jinbei is stronger.
Okay,
I also do believe this is just part of Oda's gag, right? Because the last time they had updated bounty posters, Sanji was higher than Zoro by like 10 million or some shit like that.
Yeah, if I'm not wrong, Sanji has like
Sanji
has almost never been third anyway. Like he's like either Robin was ahead of him, I think, the first time, or Usopp was ahead of him after Dressrosa. Some like something always goes wrong for Sanji.
Yeah, so like he you know, so he was gloating. So now it's just everyone like there's newcomer to the team already ahead of him, and Zoro's ahead of him. Like, you know, it's definitely all part of fucking Oda's gag.
I agree with that.
Yeah. I mean, it, like I said, it's really hard because, like I said, you're gonna have like sometimes if you say that Jinbei is this strong, the problem is that like the problem is that like Jinbei fought Ace, right? And they stalemated a long time ago. Now, here's the thing. Obviously I think that like Jinbei gotten stronger since then, but he's about comparable to Ace. And in that same vein, Yamato fought Ace and it was like stalemated. Luffy fights Yamato and she said, "Oh, like you're strong. You remind me of Ace, like in Luffy's base form." So, you know, that's. But like I said, Ulti made Luffy about to go Gear 4th.
Yeah.
So that's why it's a very hard line to cross when it comes down to who's stronger between Jinbei and Sanji. Because, like I said, are we arguing? Like, do we argue that Jinbei could do that to Luffy? Like, I mean, not from back then, not now, because now he has Conqueror's Haki in his base and all that other stuff. Conqueror's coding and all that other stuff plus increases. But back then, before he had that, would he have made Luffy go Gear 4th and stuff?
Between Oda and God, bro. I have no fucking.
Yeah, I don't even know, bro.
Between Oda and God.
I have no idea.
That's hilarious.
I would argue no, personally. He would not. Cause they fought at Fishman Island with that scuffle. Now, and they were portrayed about equal. At least portrayed wise, about equal. Luffy has gotten significantly stronger in his base form since then. Jinbei has gotten stronger. I don't think the gap has been crazy like Luffy's because of the Katakuri fight, Cracker fight.
Yeah, Luffy definitely leveled the fuck up.
Yeah,
Luffy kind of exploded upwards.
Yeah. Plus, on top of that, Kaido, after he lost to Kaido, he was training in Udon, and he acknowledged himself that he gotten stronger, but he wasn't enough to beat Kaido. So therefore, he trained some more. Like all these like stack boosts, I think his base form beats Jinbei's, and he won't need Gear 4th. At least that's my personal opinion. But
and so your conclusion for this question, Sanji, Jinbei.
Sanji.
I'm with that. Yeah, I think it's close. I don't think you're like. I don't blame niggas for thinking Jinbei's stronger.
Yeah, I don't blame it. I just
yeah, I wouldn't even. You know, usually I'm a disrespectful nigga, but I wouldn't even say you're bugging. I wouldn't even say that.
Yeah, like it's such a like even debate. Like it's not like a Mihawk Shanks or anything where like there's like fucking big things to differentiate the two. It's just who you think is stronger at the time.
Ugh. Yeah, well, I'm going to say that was a pretty simple debate compared to the cross guild one.
Because the cross guild debate is goofy.
No. You had to get him started. Why
bring it back up?
Can I weigh in for a quick second?
Back off. Handle my work, bro. Handle it.
So listen. So the debate was Straw Hats versus the Cross Guild, right? Before I start talking.
Yeah.
It was the Straw Hats versus Mihawk, Buggy, and Crocodile, and then now apparently Dasmon's in there too.
We didn't even consider Dasmon's.
Okay,
yeah, apparently Dasmon's in there too.
Now look. I'm gonna be completely honest. I think it comes down to. Okay, no. Let me say this right. I think the Straw Hats win regardless. Even though, like, I want, Cross Guild to have a name. They win regardless. Luffy with Gear 5, Zoro with Enma, Sanji literal invisibility because of speed, Jinbei being the perfect counter of Crocodile. But they are beating the dog shit out of like a good portion of the Straw Hats. If I'm being honest.
They got tactics, bro. You gonna tell me that they're gonna just let Crocodile fucking go rampart on the other fucking?
No. Obviously they're not letting Crocodile just do what the fuck ever. But for the same reason that they're not just letting Crocodile do whatever, Mihawk is not about to let y'all just do whatever to.
But he could be busy.
Crocodile.
He could be busy.
Yeah, because the idea.
Let's not play with Mihawk name like that.
We're not
play with Mihawk name like that.
Thank you, bro.
Let's not play with the name of Dracula Mihawk like this. Come on now.
You tell me he's not gonna be busy with Zoro, Luffy? Either one of them motherfuckers he's gonna be busy with. So like,
wait, one of them? You telling me just one?
Bro.
Dracula?
Wait. Even if they can't beat him, I'm sorry, Mister. Even if they can't beat him, you're not about to act like them niggas are not about. He's not about to struggle against them. Or
That's what I'm saying.
Even if it's a mid dip, niggas not about to act like he's about to straight wash them.
At all. No.
I'm not even saying that one of them would be able to beat Mihawk by themselves, but niggas not going like it's not gonna be a fight. Yeah, like it's going to be. He's going to be busy, bro. That's a fact.
No. That's not your argument. Your argument is that it's a low dip fight. That is not even a fight.
Because we weren't saying one of them. We weren't saying one of them. We were not saying one of them. We were not saying Luffy versus Mihawk. We weren't saying Zoro versus Mihawk.
Right.
We were saying, let's actually break it down. Jinbei or a Crocodile, he's a big threat, but throw Jinbei out that nigga. I'm not gonna lie, he don't need much more. Okay. Mihawk, bro. If you put two niggas on him, Luffy and Zoro or Luffy and Sanji, he is not gonna have an easy time just chilling.
He's not winning. Fuck that shit, bro.
He's not winning
against two of them, bro. One of them, I understand.
Even two of them will beat him. Two of them will beat him.
Y'all capping. Y'all are capping.
Yo, no way.
Stop. I have a question. I have a serious question. Strawhat. I have a question for you, brother. I have a serious question for you.
YHuss about to smoke you, and I know it.
Serious question.
YHuss is about to smoke you.
Do you think if Luffy and Zoro or Luffy and Sanji fought Mihawk would win? Forget everything else.
You said Luffy plus Zoro or
Luffy and Sanji.
Luffy and Sanji?
Just give me Luffy and Zoro. Forget Sanji.
Luffy and Zoro? If it's Luffy and Zoro, I think Mihawk wins in a high diff in a high diff fashion.
You're
you think he's being both up?
Bro.
Yeah,
you're insane.
Yeah,
you're insane.
Change your name, man.
We're just not gonna agree on that.
Wait, BlackHawk, do you agree with Mod? Yo, the silence tells me everything I need to know. Thank you. Thank you very much, BlackHawk. Thank you very much, brother.
Like I said, it's a high diff fight, but yeah.
I'm not in agreement. I'm not in agreement.
That's our fundamental problem.
Let me explain why I'm not in agreement. Let me explain why I'm not in agreement. Like we said, like other pirates are perfect counters to others. Realistically, Mihawk is a perfect counter to Luffy, but Gear 5 is the absolute end all be all perfect counter to anything. Mihawk could do all of that sword shit he want.
Yeah, honestly, I didn't even think about
imagination take over and it's done.
Okay. Okay, I'm by myself again. I'm by myself.
No.
Everybody, bro.
No, we not agreeing. As long as you think he's gonna beat Luffy and Zoro, we're not gonna agree.
From the strongest four, the rest of the Straw Hats is getting smoked. Aside from,
bro, we can't even get there. We can't even agree on the top of the top.
I'm saying, bro.
Look.
What do you mean y'all can't agree on the top of the top?
No, bro. Mod thinks he'll beat Luffy and Zoro. That's crazy.
I think that for Mihawk and Crocodile, if the Straw Hats send Luffy, Zoro, Sanji, and Jinbei, two apiece. Jinbei, Sanji, Crocodile, Luffy, Zoro, Mihawk. I'm pretty sure that they cooked them. I'm not even gonna lie.
That's a dub.
Yeah, that's a dub.
Still win. Like I'm not gonna lie. Here's literally how you would do it. Like fucking Jinbei, and I would probably throw an Usopp just cause against fucking Crocodile. And
Usopp, yeah, you definitely right because Usopp definitely like that
Usopp could
motherfucker's a
literally
smart
throw like
motherfucker.
fucking slingshots with like water
Yeah.
pellets or something.
Yeah, I
He's
can see
ready.
that. I can
He's
actually
ready
see
for
that.
everything.
Yeah.
Fucking
That motherfucker's ready for everything.
Mihawk is boxing up. We'll just say, for example, fucking Luffy and Zoro. Literally 7 whole niggas and Buggy.
versus Bones, Buggy.
Okay.
There's Daz Bones and
all right,
Buggy.
All right. First of all, the fact that you think
cross
so.
deal, but Buggy about to be useless.
Wait,
Buggy ain't doing shit.
wait.
He's not strong.
I agree.
The fact that you would hold Crocodile in such little regard is honestly astonishing. We already seen in the past where Crocodile was weaker, that I mind you, that in multiple instances of Luffy fighting him, including the one where he had the counter of water, Crocodile's like nigga, do you not know? Do you not know who I am? You don't think I don't prepare for
the
this?
whole fleet this chapter, didn't he?
Yeah, he smoked the whole fleet. But do y'all not know who I am? Come on, he absorbed all that water. He said, come on, I've been around the block. I know the weakness of my devil fruit. Just like y'all hold him to the same regard, but come on, we just saw with Green Bull that counters don't mean shit if your guy is that strong.
Oh, he's not fighting Jinbei? Are you gonna
even then,
Jinbei?
I'm saying
too much, bro.
No.
Okay, wait, what's up? Keep going.
No, my point. Okay, when Green Bull pulled up, and I'm the one that said this. I'm the one that said that Kinemon could just simply what D3 just did for with Usopp to Crocodile is what I did with Kinemon to Green Bull. I said, Kinemon's just gonna pull up, light him on fire. That's it. What happened? He got lit on fire, and he was like, psych nigga, what you thought? I'm an admiral. I
ain't gonna lie, Mod, I don't want to counter your point like that, but in the same chapter, Momonosuke hit him with a stronger fire blast and burnt him and forced him to retreat. So
was he? No, stop. No, now you're capping.
Okay, now force him to retreat. All right, but you know what, still problem, Mod, because you get hung up on the one thing, and then it just goes, it just spirals, bro. You know what I'm trying to say, though. He didn't force him to retreat, but the fire definitely cooked him.
Stop. I don't know what you trying to say.
Because
if you try to tell me that he left, if you told me
that's not what I meant. All right, Mod, that's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. All I'm saying is that the stronger fire blast incinerated him and forced him to regenerate.
To get serious. And
but he did not care though. That wasn't enough to deter him. He just doubled down. And that was fire, a stronger fire blast. You see my point?
Okay.
D3 just said pellets, not even a true dragon water blast. He's talking about pellets would deter Crocodile. But you forgot the point. You're forgetting the point where he said he was fighting him with Jinbei too, though. You just said a whole Boro blast, and that didn't deter him.
Listen what I'm saying. Even if
I'm just saying he's not so free to water like y'all make him.
Listen to what I'm saying. Listen. I'm not saying that Usopp would throw a fucking squirt, shoot this nigga with a squirt gun and that'd be it. I'm saying that at the very least, Usopp could make water pools and just power Jinbei up. That's what I'm saying. He could create water.
Or he could actually. Basically, he's saying his repertoire wouldn't be completely useless because he's doesn't have hockey.
Actually, I'm out of my mind, bro. Just get Nami in there.
You're spitting right now. You're spitting right now. Wait. Why is putting Jinbei on him any sort of disrespect? That's another warlord. That's Jinbei. You said it yourself. You fought Ace.
No, it's not disrespect. The disrespect is when y'all are saying that just simply water is good enough. That's the problem.
But it's Jinbei's water.
No.
He has a advantage, but it's still Jinbei.
Jinbei is the GOAT. He can do shit. But my problem again. Y'all are just using the counter of water to justify anyone fighting Crocodile. He just said Usopp, Nami, and Jinbei. What do they all have in common? They can all do something with water.
They're not gonna work like a team.
Jinbei is just water. That's not what we're saying either. Jinbei is that nigga.
I'm not gonna lie.
Jinbei is that nigga, but I'd rather y'all come with a more
Usanji on him.
the fact that he has water. That's
Okay, but Sanji,
real quick, before you answer that question, I will say that nigga Crocodile kept an entire country dry for years because he was scared of rainwater. Okay, go ahead.
No, okay, all right. First of all,
Don't give
it credit.
First of all,
nigga said because he was scared of rainwater.
right, like, bro, okay.
He's not serious.
No,
He's joking.
okay, all right. Let me
Let's move to the real problem. Let's go on the real problem.
First of all, you know damn well, as I do, that Alabasta had major problems, and they were already like on that with their climate. You know, taking rainwater was a very advantageous point, regardless of whether he's weak to water or not. Crocodile was smart. Let's not like.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. It started raining.
No, you live for the argument, bro.
It started.
Like he was joking, bro.
Bro, if it started raining a week before the Strawhats get there would have been nothing for them to do on that island, bro. They would have smoked Crocodile, dragged him out of there, and Alabasta would have been a peaceful country, bro. Had the weather said 50% chance of rain, bro.
Okay, Callie, you clearly. Okay, you clearly trolling, so I'm gonna.
How did you realize that? That's what I was saying, bro.
Yeah. I didn't realize he was trolling, bro.
Come on, bro. Okay,
yeah.
Straw Hat, bro. Throw Sanji at that nigga, bro. Is Crocodile taking out? Forget Jinbei, forget Nami, forget Usopp, bro.
Crocodile versus Sanji.
Like, is that disrespect?
I don't think it's disrespect, no. And I'm not saying Jinbei is disrespect, but the problem I'm saying is that, like, look, again, I'm saying that the Straw Hats will still win. My problem is the narrative.
You were not saying that before.
He was.
He just said it wouldn't be low diff like we thought.
Y'all before y'all were just sleeping. Y'all said sleep, fight. Like, bro, no.
We can't stop sleeping though.
See, that's my problem. It's not a sleep fight.
About to swing.
My death about to duff when he off the
I just think we won't agree on the Mihawk fight, so I think this is actually not gonna go anywhere.
I agree. No, bro, wait. All I've been doing is doing counter arguments for y'all point arguments. Let me get my points now. True. Let me get my points. The fact remains is that at the end of the day, as much as I, meme on Shanks versus Mihawk, at the end of the day, I still put respect on Mihawk's name. Mihawk is the world's strongest swordsman for a reason. The fact remains is that at Marineford, he's one of the few dudes that came out of there completely unscathed. Completely. And we were talking about dealing with other Yonko, other freaking commanders, other like hella debris and hella shit to deal with. And Mihawk was perfectly intact. Perfect. Bro, and he was not even going all out. He was barely doing shit. So come on with so wait.
What do you mean?
Okay, what I mean is,
bro, he wasn't even trying. Like, he didn't even want to be there, bro. Like, of course he's like, just like nothing's gonna bother him. He wasn't fucking like trying to do shit, bro.
Yeah. Again, let me finish my point. Actually, you just helped me with my point. Thank you, because that only proves that if he can be in Marineford, which we will all agree is some of the craziest fighting in all of One Piece, with top tiers that shat on Luffy from back then, you telling me that two people from the Straw Hat crew can just handle Mihawk no problem?
Bro, but that's back then, bro. Like they're so different now.
Okay, are you saying?
You said two people, Luffy, Zoro. Boom! They're definitely taking on.
He's not gonna load it with Luffy. Like he's not gonna have a problem with Luffy first and foremost. And you throw someone like Zoro in there, that's not gonna make it easy in the Strawhat's favor.
And you're gonna tell me Zoro's not gonna elevate his level to finally beat Mihawk at that point? Come on.
Okay. Wait. We all know that Zoro's end goal is Mihawk.
That's end of series. Even right now, Luffy Gear 5, you saying like that plus Zoro, like that, like bro, Mihawk's not beating that, bro. You said he would beat them.
You telling me? Wait, stop. Because here's the problem. Again, Zoro he's chasing Mihawk. He's chasing Mihawk's power and to surpass him. You're telling me, in order for that, in order for him to be stronger than Mihawk, he needs is to have as much power as Luffy plus where he is right now. That's all you're.
That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not even talking about like what's like the difference between Zoro and Mihawk. I'm saying Luffy right now in Gear 5. Mihawk's not gonna have easy time with that. First and foremost,
he's not gonna have an absolute easiest time. No, but here's the thing. Yeah, I feel like y'all are taking what we saw from Gear 5th Luffy, and a lot of people are forgetting about how hard that fight actually was. When Luffy went Gear 5th against Kaido, was Kaido still struggling for real? Not really.
He was whooping his ass for a while. Yeah, Kaido was whooping his ass.
Yeah, he was still whooping his ass. He was like mocking it, saying like, you think your double fruit matters? It's hockey that matters. Da 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 da. And when Luffy was grabbing him or whatever, Kaido was like, boy, you don't. I won't even dodge. I'll come to you. And he lost that exchange, but Mihawk ain't that cocky like Kaido is. He can assess situations. That's why he has the whole clairvoyance moniker. His eyes being portrayed as some of the most prestigious eyes of all time. Because his observation levels, just like Rayleigh, can sense power levels. So Mihawk can understand the depth of how strong his opponents are. That's why he was measuring Luffy, because he couldn't understand his depth, what made him special. But when it came to Whitebeard, he stepped up to the plate. It's like, I want to measure the distance between us and that man. I know people misconstrued that and say like, oh, that means that, he, like him, that means everybody in Marine Ford is way weaker than Whitebeard. No, he just wanted to see how strong he was, because he knew he was on his deathbed. He just wanted to see how accurate his strength is. So Mihawk is smarter than Kaido, and people don't give that credit to him. And like I said, Kaido was still like fighting Gear 5th Luffy like it wasn't a big deal. So how is he just blatantly smoking?
I wouldn't say it wasn't a big deal.
It wasn't okay, fine, maybe not a big deal, but it was not. Even
in Gear 4, they were trading blows.
Yeah, that's true, but what's the difference between Gear 4th and Gear 5th then? Because like I said, Kaido was not having that much of a problem. It wasn't like that crazy. It was definitely a power up, but it wasn't that significant.
I'm just saying, someone who could fight Kaido on that level, and then you throw Zoro in there, I just don't see Mihawk winning. That just makes no sense to me. But I don't think we're gonna agree, so that's all I'm saying. It's not gonna go anywhere.
Yeah.
Okay. And then again, Mihawk's straight up power, like the fact, I hate this argument. I really do. I hate when people say this, but the fact that remains is that at the end of the day, Mihawk's bounty is purely based off of his strength, like purely, like that's straight up his strength, straight up. There's nothing about that can be misconstrued. Luffy's bounty is lower than Mihawk's, and look, and I will be the first one to say that, like, I still believe that strength is a high placement of your bounty at the end of the day. Bro. But at the same time, look at the bounty difference. Like, look at that.
Bro.
And if you want to say that Luffy's crew propelled him there, I don't believe that.
Just give it up, gang. Just let him have this one.
Yo, how you gonna say that and then have fucking Buggy have a higher bounty than Luffy? They're clearly downplaying the accomplishments of what Luffy, Law, and Kid did. They just split everything up between the three of them. That's why they're all 3 billion. You have Buggy now fucking even ahead of the three of them.
Have you heard of outliers?
Oh, now you changing it up, bro. Like,
no, I'm not changing it up.
Oh my god.
Buggy's a legit. Hold up, Buggy's a legit outlier. He's the only person in history to do the shit he's done to get where he is. Mihawk commented on that.
Agreed. But Mihawk, is known as Shanks' rival and a pirate hunter, as we know, Marine hunter now, right?
Yeah.
So now the fact that he's on the other side, that's why his bounty goes up so fucking much, because he's on close to Shanks level, right? And the greatest swordsman. So that makes sense why his fucking shit's up there.
Yeah, but because of how strong he is, right?
Yeah, I mean, of course. I mean, that's where, if you're Shanks' rival, you're going to be at a certain level, right? Can we all agree on that? Like, you're no one to be fucking pushed around. So like,
but the rival thing in of itself does not mean anything if it doesn't have the proper backing. If there's no stakes, if there's no actual stake behind it. You could call someone your rival all day, but if it's not properly portrayed, it doesn't matter. Mihawk is properly portrayed because of his strength level. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, yes, he's his rival because of how strong he is, how strong they both are in comparison to each other. And that was the sole reason his bounty is so high. And it's higher than Luffy's, who done more. Who done more.
But bro, we don't even know all of fucking Mihawk's fucking accomplishments. Like, there's a reason why they wanted him to be a warlord, right? Like, we don't know any of that shit. So how could you say that? Like, we don't know that he's done more. Obviously, Luffy's done a lot, but they're downplaying it for a reason. That's why he's the same level. He took on Kaido by himself, right? He beat him by himself. How is he on the same fucking bounty level as fucking Kid and Law? That doesn't make sense then. They teamed up to beat up Big Mom. I mean, like...
Yeah, now, first of all, when it comes down to the whole Kaido and Luffy thing, I will say this, like, yes, Luffy did beat Kaido by himself. However, with context, we know that one, Kaido was kind of tired a little bit from carrying Onigashima. They commented many times that Kaido was getting, like, kind of weaker, because you can't deny that. And then two, on top of that, like, you know, like you said, it was Law and Kid versus Big Mom. So therefore, you know, boom. Like, yeah, I'm not saying the bounty system is absolutely perfect. But what I'm trying to tell you though is that Mihawk's portrayal, at least when it comes to pure strength wise, right now is greater than Luffy's. Right now,
I agree with you.
That's what I'm trying to say. But y'all are still telling me that, you know, Luffy, maybe even by himself could fuck with Mihawk. Like, bro, I can't like.
He's gonna have to though at this level. No, I mean, it's all top fucking motherfuckers. So
yeah, but you grant him that though. You grant him that because he's a Yonko tiered opponent, right? But my issue is that, like, throughout the entirety of the story, it is said that Yonkos don't fuck with other Yonkos like that because their strength is usually as a unit, not individually, but as a unit, is so strong that they don't fuck with each other. They're like, you stay over there, I stay over here. Okay, boom, 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 boom. We all good. The world government makes a big deal when a Yonko wants to go see another Yonko. They make a huge deal about that. The balance of power is in check when all the other Yonko are not fucking with the other Yonko because they're that strong. That system is still here. It's just different now. Now the balance of power is Luffy, Buggy, Shanks, Blackbeard. So you guys stay over there, I stay over there. But y'all saying it's an easy wash. Why would that Yonko title mean anything then? Why would their crew being considered a Yonko caliber crew mean anything if Luffy could just stroll up there with his crew and just boom, low diff, no problem, boom, at the end of the day. No Yonko crew has ever been portrayed to be that.
But we know how top heavy they are. That's really all our point. We know how top heavy they are. That's really our entire point. Like they're concentrated into two niggas mainly. That's really. But I literally don't think we're gonna agree. And I also don't feel like.
Yeah, I also. This has been going for a long time. You know, we've been going for
as long as that's.
Yeah, I gotta finish packing. So.
All right, yeah. So let's cut it here. We can continue the debate another time.
The next time we see Mihawk.
Next time we see Mihawk, I have a feeling this will come up again. Big shout out to everybody that hung out with us in Twitch. Oh my God. Okay. Restart. Rewind. Big shout outs to everyone that hung out with us today in Twitch chat. Shout outs to everybody watching on YouTube, Spotify podcast, Apple Music podcast, Podbean, etc., etc. You guys are appreciated. Next week we are going to continue with part 2 of our One Piece video game, One Piece War of the Worst. We're going to fine tune some of the mechanics we went through. We want to flesh out the character list, the stages, etc., etc. We want to really fine tune it and have a final product. So we're gonna do that next week since we're on break. But until then, hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Take it easy, be safe, be healthy, and we will see y'all next time. Peace, 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 peace.
Peace.
Yep. Peace.
W, fun episode.
Yeah, that was fun.